Joined on the post-game show on a very special night by Eagles head coach Moran Lonning. And, Coach, let's start with what happened on the floor tonight. Second quarter, it looked really stagnant for you guys. You guys were really struggling to find some rhythm offensively. What were you guys able to kind of get out of there in the second quarter to really turn it up there in the second half?
Yeah, I think, honestly, at halftime we talked mainly about defense. And when our defense, when we make things tough on our opponent, that sparks our offense. So that was it was way too many points for both teams in that first quarter and in the first half alone. So just honestly, we talked mainly about defense at halftime.
I mean, there were tons of deflections there in the second half. I mean, every time you looked up, Malia Nelson, Madison Kilbot, Grace Knupp had a hand on the ball. I mean, offensive rebounds, second chance points. It looked like there was the hustle parts that really kind of got you back into the game.
Totally, and that's what we talk about a lot, is that that's what you can bring every night, no matter if your shot's falling or not. And we had good looks early, and when those threes don't fall early, I think we tighten up a little bit, but we shouldn't ever stop our intensity. So I'm proud of how we responded. I mean, we cut it within 5 at half, and then we took the lead after that. So it could have been a much different story if we didn't respond like that defensively.
Malia Nelson flirting with a triple-double tonight.
Really?
9 points, 11 rebounds, 8
game.
assists. 3 steals to go with it. You needed a veteran present like that tonight. I mean, what does a player like that do to kind of help stabilize some of the up and downs on a game like today?
She was solid. Her defensive intensity, I think, was what set the tone. But then also she was really taking control on offense. She was telling people where to go and just staying poised and calm, even when she's in the lane with a lot of people flying around. And so I'm really proud of Malia. And her rebounding too. I mean, rebounding is something you can bring every night, and she proved that.
And they had 2 20-point scorers in their starting lineup, but your bench really came to play. 33 points off the bench for you guys, outscoring their bench 33-8. You had some big minutes there by Emma Josie, some really big threes by Katie Waka. Jenna Welsh coming off with 9 points there. What did that bench do for you guys tonight?
Our bench scoring is phenomenal. We are so deep, and we have to lean into that. Our strength is in our numbers, and that's not just the scoring, but that's playing as hard as you can all the time, knowing that someone else is coming in behind you to play hard. So I think our scoring was great from Emma and Katie, and then at some point I went to Jenna for that defense, and then Jenna started scoring too, so that was good.
So let's talk about the night as a whole. You and Dave Malachek have this idea in the offseason to bring wrestling and basketball, just a couple of feet from each other in the gym here tonight, obviously honoring everything that your dad meant to both of these schools. I mean, were you able to kind of focus in on just the basketball portion of the night? And how did the wrestling over there kind of factor into where you were thinking about
Honestly,
the whole evening?
I didn't look over at wrestling one time. I didn't check the score. I didn't
look at
it.
It came down to the last match. It was exciting over there, too.
Yeah. Well, I think right at the national anthem, I started crying a little bit for my dad and for Charlie. And seeing a lot of loved ones here that I haven't seen in a while, and the coaching staff for the wrestling program at Luther wrestled for my dad here, and some of the closest family friends we have. And so all of that just feels so special that we have all these connections at UWL and Luther. And so selfishly, this was an amazing night for me personally, and I hope that alumni and even people who didn't know my dad, I hope that they got to be exposed to wrestling a little bit, and vice versa, wrestling fans to women's basketball.
Well, an awesome win for you guys, moving to 5-1 on the season. A big tournament coming up next weekend, but enjoy the Thanksgiving holiday between now and then.
Thank you. Hi, Grandma.
Eagles improved to 5-1 on the night, 83-60 win over Luther. Thank you for tuning in to Eagles basketball tonight, and have yourself a great rest of your weekend.